Hello everyone, and today I'll be reading an Albedo listener by me. So let's get into it. Albedo was not known to be the most lenient boss out there, but if there was anything he was known for, it was for loving you. At least, that was what his three most trusted companions, or maybe four, knew about him. Actually, make that five, but two of them he doesn't even know. The five in question were Lisa, Jane, Timaeus, Sucrose, and of course, none other than Clee. I bet also Alice knows, but nobody knows where she is. However, I doubt anything in Teyvat could get past her. Regardless of all of that, that wasn't what mattered. There were rules out there, and Albedo, who put the rules down in the first place, was not known to change them for anyone. Until, of course, you came into view. You were wearing a short skirt, a tight one at that, and a crop top to work. You were supposed to be researching. Thankfully, it was nowhere near Dragon's Spine, which is why you took so much liberty in your clothing, but it was way out of bounds. And definitely, he's quite sure that the dress code prohibits all of what you're wearing. Was he going to say anything about it? Absolutely not. Albedo quite enjoyed the sight in front of him. It felt like you have just come out of a painting, and perhaps that was why he was watching you with such mesmerized eyes. Mesmerized and more like a wolf watching a prey, because he was downright filthy in the head sometimes. Could you blame him? Those thoughts circling his mind. And you wearing that, it wasn't easy to put up with. And, most importantly, he just loved you. So he knew it was hopeless trying. He couldn't wait for the day to end. But it just could not end soon enough. And that's why he walked over to you, hands circling your waist, and he leaned down to whisper in your ear. "Are you sure you should be wearing that?" he said, and you could practically hear the smirk in his voice. And you chuckled a little bit, smiling. "Are you sure you should be this close in the office? Or are you the only one allowed to break rules right here?" He mumbled, and he just sighs, holding you closer and telling you, "You're the only one breaking rules. I didn't break any yet. Besides, I can break them if I'm the one creating them, right?" Well, that's one logic to argue with. And when have I ever been wrong, Ryan? Well, true. Albedo has never been truly wrong about something, much to his brilliant genius, so it was quite hard to argue with him on those words, especially when it was always correct like that. But then, suddenly, you were being swept off your feet, and the next second, you were dropped onto a couch. Albedo, he said, a bright blush coloring your cheeks. You're quite surprised by this. Of course you expected some moves from him, but not something as quite as bold, especially not during the work hours. It didn't take him for someone to slack off, but it seemed like he just couldn't hold himself back any longer, and he's not to blame for anything that happens next. You're the one who did this in the first place. Don't go questioning me, he said, wrapping his arms around you again and putting you in his lap, hands cupping your face gently like you're a delicate statue, and he was just analyzing you with those eyes of his, sharp, piercing, but still, there would always be that love in them, the complete adoration and devotion, like you are a deity he was supposed to worship. And that's why his lips slowly went onto yours. The two of you kissing each other And suddenly, you weren't complaining about him breaking any rules anymore. Too engrossed in kissing him, involved in the sweet saccharine taste of his lips, and letting everything around you, every responsibility, and everything else in the world, be forgotten, as much more important matters took priority. His hands traced your back and pulled you closer, deep in the kiss, and soon enough, he broke away, only to trail soft kisses down your neck. Of course, littering your body with soft bruises from love bites. Bites that would remind you too of this moment that you shared in his office, and perhaps remind you of the consequences of breaking the dress code in the future. At least this way, you won't be doing it, right? Or at least you'll know what you're in for when you do this again. Regardless, it was sure to make this memorable time that you had even the more special. And when you walk out of his office, trying to cover the hickey on your neck, and the way your hair is messy, and your shirt is untucked, nobody tries to question it, even though they all know what happened, and you can tell the questions going on through their minds, the curiosity, and the many things they have to say. But with Albedo telling them to do that very next thing that you have to before the day ends, and you're going home early that day, they don't have much time to think about it, and you have a lot of time to wonder what the two of you will be up to just when Albedo comes home tonight. And that's the story. I hope you guys like it, and I hope that you guys want more Albedo stories. I'm not sure which character I should focus on next, and I want to see if you guys have anything that you're watching right now that you want me to create things out. Like outside of My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer. Like, what are you guys into? Like, personally, I watch JJK and Chainsaw Man, Spy Family. Those are my top 3 favorites. And of course, I do still watch Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia. Actually, I'm up to date with the manga. At least somewhat. I feel like I'm behind a few chapters, but school's been kicking me in the ass, and I have a lot of exams to put up with and stuff. So that's why I might be getting a little bit less creative with those videos. I feel like I'm not doing my best, so I want y'all to give me suggestions, give me ideas, just anything to get me going so I don't really have to go through this time alone, because it's really hard to think of ideas when I have a lot of work to do every day, and just thinking of them and writing them out and saying them is a lot of work to do daily, combined with the fact that I have exams and lessons and so much work. So yeah, I really need some support out there. And if anyone knows a good writer out there who would take commissions, either ASMR, like voice acting commissions, or just regular story commissions, just tell me about them and I'll go check them out, because I'm kind of thinking of commissioning some writers because they deserve some love too. And also to like lessen the workload. And yeah, sorry for the long outro. I just wanted to chat with you guys. And with that said, I'll see you guys next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, bye bye.